Hi, my name is Firoz and I'm the co-founder of World School of Bangladesh, which is an online education platform to provide quality education for all Bangladeshi and Bengali-speaking students around the world. We believe world-class quality education is a basic human right and not a privilege. We live in the time of hyper-globalization and fourth industrial revolution. The revolutionary changes in information and communication technology has connected the world and made the world truly a global village. At a time like this, our children will have to be prepared to work anywhere in the world, which means they will be educated locally, but they will have to prove their competence globally. For a country like Bangladesh, it is incredibly important that our students become globally competent so that they can establish themselves socially, economically, and politically. Unfortunately, in Bangladesh, world-class education is not a basic human right. It is a privilege. Only a handful of students from the wealthiest families of the country can afford to go to international English medium schools, where the curriculum comes from countries like Britain. By English medium schools, we mean the schools that follow English as their medium of instruction. What these English medium British schools do really well is that they build an excellent English language proficiency in their students, which is tremendously helpful for their upward socio-economic mobility. Unfortunately, that is not the case for 99% students from public schools. Now, that creates an intergenerational socio-economic disparity. We have all heard this in Bangladesh. If you want to do really well in your higher studies, your English language proficiency will have to be really good. Want to study abroad? Your scores in English language proficiency tests like IELTS, TOEFL, SAT will have to be excellent. Want a better job? Want to settle abroad? Want to emigrate to a country like America, Australia, New Zealand, Canada? You will need excellent English language proficiency. But have you wondered why? English is just a language. You see, Bangla is our mother tongue. That's the language we use to feel our deepest emotion and to express our most authentic self. Unfortunately, English is the language for the global digital economy. The world is going through a digital tsunami, turning almost everything digital. The internet is connecting almost everything and everyone with everything and everyone. Now, more than ever, not knowing English and technology will be costly, especially for those who are marginalized. You see, we live in a global village. We live in a time of hyperconnection due to remarkable changes in information and communication technologies. The fact of the matter is, in a global village, everything gets standardized so that the whole world can function as a giant interconnected system. In a hyperconnected world, English is unquestionably the most powerful language, simply because English is the mother tongue in the countries that are most economically advanced and politically powerful. As Bangalis, we may feel in Bangla, but we have no choice but to function in English economically. Now, let's see how that plays out for the students of Bangladesh. According to 2018 statistics, less than 1% students of Bangladesh attend English medium schools following British curriculum. However, British education has its own limitation as Bangladeshi students are not introduced sufficiently to their own culture, history, and heritage that creates an identity crisis in them. But students graduating from English medium schools find better socioeconomic opportunities because of their English language proficiency and international exposure. Just think about it. Less than 1% of students of Bangladesh attend English medium schools, and they often come from a very privileged background because English medium education is expensive. A lot of these students graduating English medium schools later attend Western universities. Again, university education in the Western countries are wildly expensive. Now, think for a second. When these students return to Bangladesh, graduating from some of the best universities in the world, like Harvard, Oxford, Princeton, MIT, Cambridge, they're very likely to move high up in the socioeconomic ladders. Now, let me remind you, most of them already come from a very privileged socioeconomic background, and that creates intergenerational and systemic socioeconomic disparity in Bangladesh. And we fall in rich get richer and poor get poorer trap. With all that said, please don't consider this as my campaign against the privileged English medium students of Bangladesh. It certainly is not so. In fact, I have been an educator, guidance counselor, teacher's trainer in the English medium schools of Bangladesh for almost 2 decades. Besides teaching in English medium schools, I have also been a literacy activist, facilitating literacy for the marginalized youth and children of Bangladesh. And I'm passionate about it. My passion for educating underprivileged youth and children comes from 3 sources: my professional experience, my academic training, and most importantly, my life experience. I was born in a small village in Bangladesh, and I had a very humble upbringing. This gave me an intimate understanding of the socio-economic realities of underprivileged youth and children of Bangladesh. As they say, it takes one to know one. World School of Bangladesh has been established to educate and empower all Bangladeshi and Bengali-speaking students around the world, irrespective of their financial and family backgrounds. We are working tirelessly to achieve 2 fundamental goals. First, we are translating and localizing global knowledge so that all Bangladeshi and Bengali-speaking students can take part in the global digital economy successfully, and they can become successful global citizens. Second, build sufficient technology and English language proficiency among all Bangladeshi and Bengali-speaking students around the world, without compromising the opportunities to learn about their own culture, history, and heritage, so that they can take pride in their own identity. The online platform of World School of Bangladesh is continuously making courses following the English version textbooks of Bangladeshi national curriculum so that anyone can opt to study in the English version. This means they are simultaneously developing English language proficiency and a deeper appreciation of their own identity. World School of Bangladesh also makes online courses about digital technology so that students can become successful participants in the global digital economy. We have to remember, we need to democratize the digital to make digital Bangladesh an inclusive reality. We must remember, in a hyper-connected and hyper-globalized world, our students will need to be competent enough to work in any country and in any culture in the world. That is why our motto is learn locally, but be competent globally. Thanks for watching.